Yes,
I ain't even had a damn mic.
sir. Welcome back to the Nick Man TV show, along with the Game Changer podcast. Mira Socrates and Gnome G. A. As you can see it in the title, we talking the ultimate six man of the year. We'll be back. Don't touch that dial.
Hit that play, let it run on repeat. Hot take, one shot. Press play, new drop. Every day from the screen to your ears, all in HD. You already know who it is. Nick Madden TV. Nick Madden TV.
Hey, welcome back to the Nick Man TV. Hey, today, me and the Game Changers. Today we diving into one of the most underrated debates basketball history. We talk about GOATs, MVPs, superstars, but we ain't talked about the six man of the year. What y'all on, fellas? What's up with it?
What's going on? What's going on?
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, look, we got this best six man, the ultimate six man debate. We're gonna have some honorable mentions also too, though. But y'all in the chat, make sure y'all let us know who y'all best six man. You know what I'm saying? But first, before we get into this here, happy Father's Day to everybody out there, all the fathers and stuff kicking it. We got basketball talk. So anything y'all want to say before we begin?
Let's get it.
All right then, but shoot, hey, we're gonna start out with Mary Socrates then.
No.
Who would you pick? Well, we got Ginobili, J.R. Smith, Jamal Crawford, Lou Williams, and you know what I'm saying? So who you think or who you would be taking?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Hey, I'm going with J.R. Smith, man. Hey, to me, I just feel like he developed into one of the best six mans of all time, bro. A lot of these guys that's already on here were like didn't mind coming off the bench. You got to remember J.R. was a starter.
Yeah,
And so he had to get used to becoming a six man. And then shit, when he was put in that position, man, hey, I felt like he played a whole lot better from the six man position. And he got
Oh
some rings with what 2 or 3 rings, man, in the six man.
yeah, two NBA
yeah.
championship. 2013 six man of the year. One of the greatest heat check shooters ever. You know what I'm saying? As they call it. As you can see it on his picture right here. The heat check legend. You know what I'm saying? 12,000 points. 3,000 rebounds, and everybody remember the infamous rebound that he got in the finals, you know. But you know,
Everybody made mistakes.
of course, I'm just throwing shots at him. 977 steals. Hey, J.R. balling as a six man though, man. But like you said, he
That's
did
what I'm
start
saying.
too, though. But he made his mark coming off that bench too, though, especially for the Cavs. And he also played for your boys too, the Knicks.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So J.R.
Hey,
Smith though, you
that's
know.
that. That's that rock and roll good talk J.R. Smith right there. The Knicks
Hey,
J.R. Smith.
Yeah, I actually saw an interview with him yesterday, just talking about his career, and he was saying it wasn't the whole interview. It was just like it was just a piece of the interview. Him talking about when he was in New Orleans when he had got drafted,
yeah.
and they kind of wanted to formulate the team around him, but he was only 18, straight out of high school. And he was like, man, I was getting $1 million checks, and the I believe I forget the coach at the time, but I think it was what's the call used to play for the Lakers back in the day on the Showtime Lakers, and then he was a coach
Scott
throughout. Yeah,
or Fisher
yeah,
or Fisher.
yeah, Scott, yeah. And he was basically like, man, he thought he was going to be really entrenched in doing a lot of basketball, a lot of practicing, but really it was like, they would do the basics and then that would be it. So he had a lot of free time, and he was just like, man, I turned up when I very first got drafted. I was a kid with a whole bunch of money, and I was just, so I think he may have, after leaving the Hornets and all of that, leaving New Orleans, this is before, yeah, because this is before they even turned into the Pelicans yet.
Yeah.
And he was like, I think he didn't say this, but I'm speculating that I think this is where he found that him being a sixth man was probably where he needed to be at, and maybe he didn't start minding the role because maybe being the leader wasn't for him, and it pretty much, I think that's it fit who he was all the way. Him being a six man because he was that
No
spark,
pressure.
and
Yep,
you
yep.
know it pretty much it worked for him. I think and I think and they always tell you in the NBA you got to find your role,
I
and
think that's the best position though. I mean, like
The six
unknown
man.
position. Yeah, because you get to come off the bench, bro, and if your team is down and out, and you come off that bench, man, you can start that spark to where y'all can go on the run.
yeah,
And Jr. was good at that.
Yep.
yeah,
Like he thrived in doing that, coming off that bench, man, and find that motherfucker up, and there they go with a run. So I don't know. I kind of like. I wouldn't mind being in that position, being the six man off the bench. Shit, I don't need to be a starter.
Yeah.
yeah,
True. 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 Like saying less pressure also too though. You know what I'm saying? So hey, in the chat, let us know how y'all feeling about JR down there. You know what I'm saying? Was JR Smith the most dangerous microwave scorer of all time? You know what I'm saying? So or what is y'all best moments of JR Smith? He played good in Denver too though. You know what I'm saying? So
Man, he made an impact everywhere he went.
he pretty much did, cause that's when he really jumped off the screen. Because when him and Carmelo was in Denver, they they were doing their thing, man. They were young and jumping, but when they went down to New York, we don't know what else happened over there.
And they know when they went down to New York, he was still doing his thing in New York.
yeah. Definitely
Yeah,
one of
they
my
killed
favorite
the New
teams
York
to
too.
ever play on 2K was that New York team. I
New
used to
York,
love
yeah,
running with them on 2K.
Yeah, they were balling in New York.
Yeah,
yeah,
they
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 just
just
were
couldn't
though,
stay healthy.
yeah, in
for
real
sure.
life though, just couldn't get over that hump. But
Yeah,
man, that them running with them on the 2K though, Melo, Shump, J.R. Smith, who else was on there? What was the white boy that shot the threes
who else?
on
Who
it?
was Meritocracy? This your team? Who else? Who was
Man,
on that Knicks team with them boys?
they just had Amari Stoudemire. Remember he came
Yeah.
over. I mean, they had some players on that squad. They had a nice squad on. He was
Stoudemire came over before both of them though. He was over there when Melo got there.
yeah.
Because that was the whole thing to get Melo to come over there was Stoudemire. And then
Stoudemire.
he ended up getting hurt that same year, and it went
Yeah.
down here from there.
Yeah, but they had some good teams. It was entertaining. They definitely entertained New York. But obviously they're not gonna pass this one that this Brunson team that brought this title in. They
True.
were entertaining. Those Melo teams were entertaining. Like I
Oh
said, he
yeah.
was gonna get over the hump. But yeah, J.R. Smith has everywhere he's went. He's been a fantastic scorer, one of the best dunkers in NBA history as well. Like he's
For
one of the
sure.
best dunkers in NBA history for sure. Like coming down with jumping out, catching oops, his
Yeah.
reverse dunks, like everything he did. He was a high flyer in that three ball, so he could pretty much do everything on the court. Uh, he could do everything on the court. So I never would if somebody say he's the best six man, I would never hate to say that he is because he pretty much is because even out of this list, I think he's the only one with the rings. I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
any
We
of these
might have to
other
look
guys.
through it. You might need to
I
look
don't,
a little closer. But
well, yeah.
I mean, how about you then? You tell us about yours then. On who would
Well,
your
like
ultimate
yeah,
six man be?
yeah. I like Meritocracy's answer with Jared Smith because he's pretty much right. Jared Smith pretty much could take that in a way, but man, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go. It's like, man, I want to go with Lou Will because Lou Will was cold everywhere he went as well, and had a great
Yeah.
game and led the Hawks and so many other teams that he was on. He really balled out on. But I gotta go with Jamal Crawford, bro, because Jamal Crawford he always came into the game as a six man pretty much.
Yeah.
And I think his best shot at winning a championship was on the Lob City teams.
Yeah.
Um, and everywhere he ever went, he made an impact. He could score the ball. I think his bag his his bag and being able to dribble and get to the rim and uh just like electrify the crowd. I always liked his game, and I always felt like
Yeah, Jamal
he if
Cole, man.
yeah, if he ever got traded or was ever like linked up with a mega superstar, what it could have really did. But I don't think he ever really got his chance. Like I said, his best years was with Chris Paul and Blake Griffin and the Lob
Mhm.
City teams.
Hey,
And
shout out to Natasha Marie. She said her husband said Jamal Crawford was the best six man. We ain't taking nothing from Jamal, but I give it to JR. My bad, no, I ain't mean to cut you off.
no, no problem. But he did so many things on the court with shooting the three, getting to the rim, and then just the bag of drip. When we talking about crossovers, because
Bang
it,
bang.
it's so many people that just they might not even care anything about shooting because everybody knows somebody growing up. All they cared about was handles. Because our era, we grew up in the and one era.
Yep.
So you know what I mean? Like you're gonna meet somebody who don't even care about scoring. He just want to have the best dribbles on the
That's
court. He
it.
he just want to look better than everybody on the court. Cross people up. You know what I'm saying? Drop dimes off. They're not even trying. And so like I feel if you were that type of player, you looked at Jamal Crawford as one of your favorite players. Because even though
Yeah,
he was a six
Mhm.
man, and that's the thing with six man, a lot of them can be a lot of people's favorite players because a lot of times they style of ball is more
Yep.
street ball,
They
more
go flash
electrifying.
inside, get the corner
Yeah,
out. Yep.
you
And like I
know,
said, he a 3 time six man of the year. I ain't mean to cut you off though, but he a 3 time six man of the year. Won the six man award most by anybody in history. 19,000 what career points. Like saying he can score also too though. 6 time NBA All Star also. All time leading scorer off the bench. Like I said, he definitely got a whole lot of accolades to make this argument though. You know what I'm saying? Um,
mm,
but what if he? Do you think like if he had a started? Do you think he would have had a Hall of Fame career? And y'all in the chat too, that watching, do y'all believe that if Jamal Crawford had a started, would he have a Hall of Fame career? What do you think?
I don't think so. Like I don't think he would have fit in that him as a starter, man. He wouldn't have made the impacts that he made. I don't think he would have made those type of impacts. Like he do have a strong argument for not the best, but one of the best six man. I just
I
mm.
mean,
starting. I don't think he would have made that type of impact.
Yeah, it comes. I guess it all comes down to the way he would have been coached,
Yeah,
right?
because
Because
that Knicks Jamal Crawford was trash. I'm sorry.
yeah, but it was the team. Dude, hey,
Yeah,
'cause at that time, because when he went to Atlanta them did go to the playoff a few times and stuff, and they had a solid squad though, but I mean,
mm,
but like you said, the best time probably could have came from the Clippers though. But man, he really did some damage for the time that he was there as a career though. That's what I mean, like career whole or whatnot.
yeah.
yeah.
So he number two. J.R. Smith number one.
So what, you gonna knock him because he ain't got no ring? Because that's what he don't get.
No, no, it ain't because I just man, it's just something about J.R. Smith, bro. I mean, you can't deny what that man do when he get on that court. Jamal Crawford was more of a flashy dribbler. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, he'll break you down, but I just feel like J.R. Smith was the best six man ever, and that ain't coming because he played with the Knicks. Shit,
I mean, that's not. I mean, there's nothing to really debate on that, in my opinion, because he's shown through his career everywhere he went that he really played. He played at a high level everywhere he really went. J.R. Smith never really went down until the very end of his career. Like, and he didn't really go down for real. For real, he just pretty much was out the league. Like because he was decent all the way through his career, in my opinion, but. uh I feel like he was always a high level player that could do everything on the court. He could play back. He could play defense. He obviously had a crazy offensive package, and he could do it. He could do everything. He could steal the ball. He could pass the ball. anything you need him to do on the court, he basically could do. And I mean, I think playing with Bron really helped him with a lot of his stuff with that. But he was doing all that before he played with Bron. So, it's I don't
True,
look at him being number one as an issue. I just think when you think six man, you think Jamal Crawford. Most people, that's what I think.
true. Same over here too. I mean, yeah, but and like you said, Jamal did. I mean, Jr. did started some too, though. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of times on the teams he were with, like New York, he started with them, and
Mm-hmm.
and pretty much did his 6 man stuff with Cleveland and Denver and things though. But hey, that's who that was, Jamal Crawford. Hey, one of the coldest there is though for sure. Hey, but me myself, man, I'm gonna go with Noble. I'm gonna go with Ginobili.
Yeah.
With Noble, that man. I think what he did coming out, he really popped it all off too. Same old. I think they was all around by the same time with him, Ginobili. I mean Jamal Crawford, and they always in the game together though, man. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with this cat here because he got championship, 4-time championship. Uh,
Yeah.
what else? Did he get NBA Finals MVP? NBA Finals MVP 2005. He
Yeah.
got shoot 2-time NBA All Star, third all time in playoff 3 point. 3 point percentage or whatever. Gold medalist. I mean, this 6 man here, he really the one who really took the back seat because I think he probably could have been maybe I ain't gonna say a top 5 shooting guard or whatever like that, but I definitely think he probably would have had more if he was starting though. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
With NBA All Stars put it like that, depending on what team he was on, or could have just started with the Spurs though. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with Manu, man. Manu, the lefty. You know what I'm saying? The original game changer, as they say on this picture right here though.
Hmm.
I mean, I can't argue with that, but like when it comes to like championships, that's a team accolade. I don't get that to the player because like that's a team thing. So like that's
Yeah.
why when I said about Jamal and J.R. Smith, that's why I wasn't counting the championship or the lack thereof championship because that's a team award.
But
Like
don't you think they had a part of their championship team? Like these guys here in particular, these ain't just no regular um roster fillers. You know what I'm saying? These guys here definitely put on for their team and stuff like that in special moments. So
yeah, they have a part in it, but I'm still saying though, it's still a that's a team achievement. And when you talking about 6 man, you talking about like 6 man of the year awards and like defensive player of the year. Like those are individual accolades, but like I don't count the championship into that 6 man category because without the team, he wouldn't have done it. Are you if unless you asking, do you think that player made that big of an impact coming off the bench to push their team to a championship?
Well, I
yeah,
mean, we gotta. I mean, that's what I'm saying. This argument can pretty much go both ways when you say that because
you can take
isn't it?
Jr.
I'm,
from this
well,
list then because he was a starter.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
but he
mean,
wasn't always a starter. But I think Jr. made more of an impact on the game when he became the 6 man. I feel like he played a whole lot better coming off the bench.
So y'all in the viewers that's watching, which 6 man could y'all too know him in Mary Socrates, which 6 man could take over a game the fastest?
uh, well, that's the thing. They all got hot at different. They could all get hot periodically. At different times and stuff during the game for different reasons. But I would probably say, man, this is kind of hard.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I'd probably say, who could take over the game. You know,
So who you think?
it gotta be
Yeah,
out of it gotta
Crawford
be
and
out of
Manoa.
Jr. or Crawford in a
Yeah,
way.
when it comes to taking over, I have to give it to Crawford.
I know Ginobili has some crazy. Ginobili will get in the rhythm and go crazy too sometimes with his three ball and getting to the rim and stuff. But I mean, when I'm thinking about highlights and going crazy, it's either gonna be out of J.R. Smith or Crawford for me.
But Crawford, we know Crawford to get out there and shut a game down, boy. So
Like purely
We
take it
got some
over.
highlights from. We got some highlights from the six men's.
That's what I'm
But yeah,
saying.
go ahead.
Ginobili done got bit.
yeah,
And I mean, I know there's some analytic data out there, statistic out there that will show you who got hotter at what times within their career and who had more points down the stretch. You know, and that's why I feel kind of crazy saying J.R. Smith or Crawford, because Ginobili used to go crazy in the
And
playoffs.
nobody go crazy, man.
National doing them title runs. Shit.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying. We just talking about that game, yeah. But we know they won and stuff. Like saying Ginobili, he jump off the map though, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I think out of them, because Jr. had started, but I think out of them, I think Ginobili probably would have been the best starter because he know how to play his role no matter what. You know what I mean?
mhm. He just fit into that system, so that's why he always came off the bench. But he clearly could have started anywhere. And we gotta, give him his props on the European style of game. He
Mm-hmm.
brought that European style game. Even though I know there was Europeans before him, Sabonis and Vlade Divac, multiple guys that were from Europe that came in the league before he did, but he solidified he was one. Ginobili was one of those guys that solidified that Europe was kind of here to stay for real. And
Yeah.
obviously Tony Parker was from France as well or whatever. So that was a European based team, and that style of play is kind of that whole Spurs makeup and Ginobili and all them. They kind of birthed what you see today now with the European style play within the NBA. With Joker and just the way they
Mm.
pass the ball and play a high level fundamental style game. So you know, Ginobili would be one of the guys to take over. I won't even say that's crazy. I think it's really just opinion based if you're not looking at the numbers. Really. The,
Already.
the only
Well,
difference is that Ginobili obviously went farther and has multiple championships and all of that. So
uh, well, to y'all then and the people in the chat, hey, who gets the ball for the final shot? Manu, JR, or Jamal? Who y'all letting take the last shot for y'all?
Shit, Mono.
yeah, probably Ginobili. I ain't gonna lie.
Ginobili, everybody going Ginobili on with that one? All right. Got more questions that'll pop up too. Then, hey, well, I ain't think y'all gonna answer that one that fast, but hey, which man had the greatest impact on winning? Now, I'm quite sure both. Who y'all got with that?
That's out of Ginobili or Jr.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
cause
Got to. Ginobili got the
Yeah,
rings
out of
and
those two, then who
Jr.
had
got
the
the
greatest
rings.
impact on that winning championship squad? I'm gonna say Ginobili because man, if you won the NBA Finals MVP, then you definitely had an impact.
Yeah.
So I think Ginobili might win this one too.
yeah. Jr. came out. He come out in sparks.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Nobly, man, he get because once Ginobili is on the court, man, it's time for that game. Especially if they losing, you be ready for the shift because it's coming. He
True.
finna make something happen. And then his passing was just elite. Now you can't deny that. The
Yeah.
man, the
Who you talking about? You talking about Manu? Natasha said that's a tough one.
Mhm.
Which one you would choose though, Natasha? I mean, cause hey, you can't go wrong with either one of them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that, but like your eyes, like, hey, who would I trust more to take this last bucket? You know what I'm saying? Who I'm gonna draw this play up for? Cause JR hit some clutch shots too now. Let's not forget the way he was hitting them clutch shots going out of bounds, fading out that three and stuff. So I mean, but who you gonna choose, But let's not forget about our honorable mention. But I ain't gonna say our honorable mention, but our fourth guy, we got Lou Will. You know what I'm saying? Let's not forget about Lou. All right. Natasha said last bucket, JR. Already I persuade you, didn't it? Yeah. But no, I'm just kidding. All right, but hey, Lou Will though, Lou Will, Lemon Pepper Lou, y'all know him. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
3-time NBA six. Oh no, we already did Lou Will. Then or did we do Crawford?
Nah, he right. Lou Will. We on Lou
We on
Will.
Lou. Okay, we on Lou. Okay then. Hey, Lou Will, man, one of those ones too.
Yeah, great scoring PG, great three ball, that soft touch, could pull up. Great, like, and to me, he's almost like a more traditional PG, but he could score real well. So, people look to him to score, but um, he had just a nice soft touch with that three, real smooth game. This game is real clean, and he was real fast, real
Mm,
fast. He'd get by anybody really. Like, he was pretty much unguardable. When he really wanted to get his points, he could get them. We all know that he was dope in Toronto and Atlanta. I think those were his. Even in LA, like right here, but LA, Toronto, and ATL. I think those are his best spots where he really showed off his game, and could show you that he was a potential. He should have been a starter, but once again, these guys found their role in the NBA, and I think that's just what it comes down to. Once you find your role in the league, you just stick with it. But he definitely was one of those guys that could have definitely started and been looked at as one of the main guys. But I
true.
think he started in Atlanta for a little bit. I think he played behind Mike Bibby for a little bit, but then he started after a while. So
Uh, but what you say him and Jamal Crawford is like, day and night when you were similar, because they both seem like they got the similar game, that the swiftness and
yeah.
the handle games, and they shot. What I'm saying, they got their little the same old almost shot though, but I think they probably mirror each other with their talent and things though. So I think they probably like neck and neck with each other though. But who would you get
Um,
an edge to though? Like, because like I said, both of these guys mirror each other
Well, I,
between.
I would give it to. I'll give it to even though I feel like
Sweet Lou,
I obviously pick uh
you
kind
put
of makes
Jamal.
yeah, I picked Jamal, but I'm picking Jamal because of the in the context of a six man, like coming off the bench, being that spark, get rallying the team. But if I'm gonna pick them off of if I'm gonna pick them off like purely running my team, like
Yeah,
as a point guard or something like that, I'm gonna pick Lou Will because I feel like Lou Will more his game is more controlled. But if I'm talking six man coming off the bench, I'd probably go with Jamal
yeah,
because I want that spark. But if I want my team to get led and I want to try to get to a championship and I'm betting on one or two of them to be my point guard to bring the ball up and to be my starting guy, I'd probably take Lou Will because of the
true.
because I feel like his game is more controlled. Jamal's a little bit more all over the place, you
Yeah,
know. Whereas you could
playground
look, yeah,
and one
more,
that you
y-
seen in the video how he goes between the legs during the game, and but
yeah. It's like
yeah,
you can't. It's like you couldn't have him to me if we're gonna put them in the starting PG roles. I don't see him bringing the ball up. 82 games, getting you into the playoffs. Getting you with a certain roster, getting all the way through the playoffs, getting to a championship, winning you a ring. I could see Lou Will doing that. I could see Lou Will, getting with the right team, being the main guy. So
yeah,
yeah, so that in that context, I take Lou Will, but purely six man, Jamal Crawford.
already. Well, we got another question right here though. Hey, which six man could survive best in today's NBA? So, uh, hey, it's kind of like a hog because all of them kind of shifted. I'm gonna go with Ginobili with the speed, the Euro, the movement, how he do. Almost you can see Shea them kind of like mimic that a little bit too when they go into the
Mhm.
lane with their Euro. I'm gonna go with Ginobili because I think he go hard to the basket also too though. While Jamal and them they'll probably be more handlish with theirs and stuff like that. They got handles and stuff like that though. But I'm gonna go with Manu, man. I think Manu will be he can keep up with today's NBA and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like the mono pick, and that's pretty much where the NBA is going. They're going to foreign players. We done seen all the MVPs have been foreign. You know, that style of game is what's picked up with the Euro step, and just a certain way that style of game has transformed. Yeah, I think Ginobili may fit the best as well in today's game. We're talking 2026.
Already. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with old Ginobili, the shifter. Well, I guess if we had to choose who belongs in the 6 man Mount Rushmore, we probably already covered them, but who you got? Or yeah, who you got?
Yeah, Ginobili, uh, Crawford, J.R. Smith, and Lou Will.
The four mentions that we've already mentioned already.
Yeah, I mean, you put them up there. I mean, you pretty
Now
much,
we do
you
have
pretty
some
much.
honorable mentions. John Havlicek,
Yeah,
Deadlift
gonna
Shrimp.
have a shit.
I know
Devlin
Deadlift he
Terms.
started too though. Michael Cooper,
Hmm.
Kevin McHale. I think he probably was. He got his legendary status as being a starter though. Jason Terry.
Yeah,
Jason
Jason
Terry.
Terry definitely a big one. Yeah,
Andre Iguodala.
yeah,
Tony
yeah,
Kukoc. A lot of them
yeah.
guys.
Andre
We
Iguodala is pretty high up there too, man. We can't dismiss Andre Iguodala's career. He had a great career as a six man, even though we know he started uh
really.
in the Sixers. But he transformed once he got older in his career, went over to Golden State, and when he won that Finals MVP, he was a six man. So, yeah, yeah, Andre Iguodala definitely a real underrated career, in my opinion, and as a six man as well.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
hey, same way with mine though. Well, hey, at the end of the day, it comes down to who you value the most. If you value winning, championships, sacrifice, what I'm saying, impact on dynasty, you probably choose Manu Ginobili. If you value pure scoring, isolation, what I'm saying, getting buckets from that way or anywhere, you might choose Jamal Crawford. If you
Yep.
value fearlessness, shot making, athleticism, like the dunking, the highlights, you might choose JR. You can't go wrong with nobody though, you know what I'm saying? So all these guys, they some 6 man, they great 6 men, and everybody in the honorable mention. And we lost Mary Socrates, but in the words before we take it out, Gnome G.
No, man, that was a good breakdown of the six man in the NBA. I like that. That was a cool show, man. And, yeah, go ahead and take us out, man.
I leave it in the chat though. Who is y'all favorite or ultimate 6 man? You know what I'm saying? NBA history. This been Nick Man TV, the Game Changer Podcast. Hit the like, subscribe, and we out of here though.
Peace.